Okay, so let's talk about the Avengers. This movie was huge. It came out way back in 2012 and everybody went crazy for it. Can you believe it's been that long? It feels like just yesterday we were all seeing it for the first time. The whole idea was nuts. You take all these amazing heroes from their own movies and put them all into one giant movie. It was like the biggest, most epic crossover event ever. You had Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. It was just incredible to think about how they were going to pull it off. But they totally did. It was the movie everyone was waiting for, and it did not disappoint. So who are these Avengers? First up, you have Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man. He's a billionaire, a genius, he's hilarious, and he built this insane suit of armor. He flies around, shoots repulsor beams from his hands, and has a comeback for everything. He's played by Robert Downey Jr., and honestly, is there anyone cooler? Then you've got Captain America, Steve Rogers. He's the complete opposite. He's a super soldier from the 1940s, a real good guy with a strong moral compass and a vibranium shield that can stop anything. He's the team's leader, even if Tony doesn't always want to listen. Then we get Thor. He's a literal god from another planet called Asgard. He has a magical hammer, Mjolnir, that only he can lift, and he can call down lightning. Get this, he's basically a space Viking with amazing hair. It's pretty awesome. And we can't forget Bruce Banner, who is a brilliant scientist, but you do not want to make him angry. If you do, he turns into the Hulk. He's a giant green rage monster who is super strong and smashes everything in his path. You just have to point him in the right direction and hope for the best. Rounding out the team are two master spies. First, there's Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. She's an expert assassin and spy who can get information out of anyone. She's got no superpowers, but trust me, you don't need them when you're that good at fighting. She's super smart and always one step ahead. Then there's her partner, Clint Barton, who goes by Hawkeye. This guy is the best archer in the world. He never misses a shot. He has all sorts of trick arrows, exploding arrows, grappling hook arrows, you name it. He's the eyes in the sky for the team. Now, every great hero story needs a great villain, right? And this movie has a fantastic one. It's Loki, and get this, he's Thor's brother. Talk about family drama. He's the God of Mischief, and he is really, really good at it. He shows up on Earth with this glowing spear and a really bad attitude. He's jealous of his brother and wants to rule everything, starting with our planet. He thinks humans are ants, and that we should all just bow down to him. He's charming and tricky, which makes him super dangerous. You never know when he's lying. The whole problem starts with this glowing blue cube called the Tesseract. It's an object with unlimited power. Nick Fury, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., a super-secret government agency, was studying it. But Loki steals it right from under their noses at the beginning of the movie. It's a huge disaster. Loki plans to use the Tesseract to open a portal, a big door in the sky, to let an alien army come through and invade Earth. It's a very, very bad plan for us, but a great plan for him. He even uses his mind control staff to take over the minds of Hawkeye and a top scientist. So, with the Tesseract gone and some of his best agents under Loki's control, Nick Fury is in big trouble. He realizes that no single hero can handle this. Loki is too powerful, and the threat is too big. He needs a team. This is when he decides to activate something called the Avengers Initiative. It's a wild idea he's had for a while. Bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. He wants them to fight the battles that we never could. It's a huge gamble, because these heroes have never worked together before. This is where the fun really begins. Nick Fury and Agent Coulson start flying all over the world to recruit the team. They have to pull Tony Stark away from his new tower, find Captain America, who is still getting used to the modern world, and convince Bruce Banner to come out of hiding. Black Widow is sent to get him, which is a super intense scene. They have to basically convince these people with massive egos and totally different personalities to put everything aside and join forces to save the world from a literal god and his alien army. Easy, right? Getting the team together is one thing, but getting them to work together? That's a whole other story. It's like trying to herd cats if the cats were a god, a super soldier, and a billionaire in a metal suit. At first, they just don't get along. At all. Tony Stark and Steve Rogers clash immediately. Tony thinks Steve is a boring old fossil, and Steve thinks Tony is reckless and selfish. They argue about everything, from strategy to their values. It's actually pretty funny to watch, but you're also thinking, guys, the world is ending. Can you please focus? Their headquarters is this amazing flying aircraft carrier called the Helicarrier. It's incredible. It's a giant ship that can turn invisible and fly. But even on this cool ship, they can't stop bickering. Thor shows up and tries to take Loki back to Asgard himself, which leads to this awesome fight between him, Iron Man, and Captain America in the middle of a forest. They're just testing each other out, seeing who's stronger. It's complete chaos. They have all the power in the world, but they don't have teamwork. Loki is just watching all of this from his glass prison cell, loving every second of it. Loki's whole plan was never just about the invasion. He wanted to tear the Avengers apart from the inside before they even had a chance to become a team. He lets himself get caught on purpose. He knows their weaknesses and uses his words to poke and prod at their insecurities. He tells Black Widow he knows her dark secrets. He plays on Bruce Banner's fear of the Hulk, and he just sits back and watches the heroes argue with each other. It almost works too. The tension gets so high that Bruce almost hulks out right there on the helicarrier. The turning point comes when Loki's secret plan is revealed. He had agents, including the brainwashed Hawkeye, attack the helicarrier. It's a huge, chaotic battle on the ship. During the attack, something terrible happens. Agent Phil Coulson, who was a really nice guy that everyone liked, tries to stop Loki and gets stabbed. It's so sad. But his death is what finally snaps the heroes out of their bickering. Nick Fury uses Coulson's memory to give them something to avenge. This is the moment they finally realize they have to stop fighting each other and start fighting together. With the team finally united, they head to New York City. They're too late to stop Loki, though. He's on top of Stark Tower and uses the Tesseract to open a giant portal in the sky above Manhattan. And this huge army of aliens, called the Chitauri, starts pouring out. They're riding these flying space whale things and jet skis. It's an absolute invasion. Buildings are getting destroyed, people are running and screaming, and it looks like it might be the end. But now, the Avengers are ready. They are finally a team. The final battle is one of the best scenes in movie history. It's just non-stop action. Captain America is on the ground giving orders and saving civilians. He's the perfect field leader. Iron Man is flying through the city, blasting aliens out of the sky. Thor is on top of a taxi, using his lightning to fry the invaders. Hawkeye is on a rooftop, picking off aliens one by one with his arrows. Black Widow is fighting them in hand-to-hand combat on the streets. And then, Bruce Banner shows up and tells Cap his secret, "I'm always angry." And he turns into the Hulk. The Hulk is a total game changer. He just smashes everything. There's this one amazing long camera shot that follows each hero as they fight. It's incredible. Hulk jumps from building to building, tearing apart the Chitauri. There's a hilarious moment where he just grabs Loki and smashes him into the floor over and over again, calling him a puny god. It's the best. But even with all their power, the aliens just keep coming. The government decides the only way to stop the invasion is to launch a nuclear missile at Manhattan, which would destroy the whole city. This is where Iron Man makes the ultimate sacrifice play. He intercepts the missile and, without even hesitating, flies it straight up into the portal. He knows he probably won't survive. The missile blows up the Chitauri mothership on the other side, and the entire alien army on Earth just shuts down and drops. Tony passes out in space and falls back through the portal just as it's closing. For a second, it looks like he's gone, but the Hulk catches him. He roars, Tony wakes up, and the team is safe. They saved the day. They closed the portal, captured Loki, and proved the Avengers initiative was a success. People love this movie because it's the ultimate superhero fantasy come to life.